In today's video, we'll be talking about why it is important to make good decisions. So many times in the world, we make decisions that we know that is probably not good for us. So we're going to get right on into it and discuss on why it is important to make better decisions and good decisions. As we all know, making a decision can make or break. It can make our life or it can break our life. And what I mean by make it, of course, if you make a good decision, good benefits happen, good rewards happen. If you make a poor or bad decision, then bad things start happening, or just different outcomes end up happening to where you experience certain struggles and difficulties in life and off of you not making a good decision. So to prevent all that, you really want to understand why making a good decision is important and needed. Making good decisions is important and needed, and it is a must, because often we don't think that decisions we make can harm others, but in reality it does. So when you're making a decision, you have to realize, okay, it is important to make good decisions because it can not only affect me, but it can affect those around me or even those that I don't even know indirectly. So you want to be mindful of that, because if you make a decision that is not good and it's poor, that's going to affect, it can affect your family, your children, your job, your household, whoever depends on you. I can't remember his name, but the black guy who made, I believe he was African, who invented the internet. That was a good decision he did, and it not only benefited him, but benefited every person in this entire universe off his good decision. Now, if he would have had bad decision just to go and do something negative, it also can affect people. Like this bad decision that we're dealing with right now with COVID, the government, whoever's involved, that was a bad decision that affected them, probably not as much, but also the whole world. So we just want to make sure that, listen, we understand why it's important to make good decisions. It can even be something as simple as with your children. As you guys don't know, okay, y'all probably see I kind of got some little dressy pants on, and I got this on. I just threw it on because I didn't want to put my shirt on. Well, I just got back from court because you guys already know that I told you guys I'm dealing with a DCF case. But the reason why the DCF case started is because I didn't make a good decision. And now looking back on it, I really wish that was the worst decision I could have ever made in my life as a parent. I felt that not only did I felt my son, I felt my other children, because they had to be subject to this system. And all because the decision that I thought was good was going to help my son end up hurting everyone around me as far as my household. So that's another decision. We have to really consider everything. And all I was trying to do is do the right thing and, different things like that, which I'll get into more detail. But good news, the case is dismissed today. And now I can just get over that whole incident that I've been dealing with for 2 years for no reason. But, I'm just thankful for that it's over. But it's also because, my decision. So good decision making and good process making is so critical in the world for everyone. From the smallest person to the oldest person, or the biggest person, as far as like age wise, and from the billionaires to the people that's living in poverty, everyone has to make decisions based on their abilities and what's going to benefit them, but also those around them, and then the people that they may be affect, whether it's good, positively or negatively. We just really got to know, because I think a lot of times we don't realize how our decisions is very critical. How it can just, everything can be fine 1 minute, next minute is gone. We also need to understand that we have to have more willpower. When we're making decisions, sometimes we make poor decisions just on the flesh, or because we're weak at the moment, or we don't know how to say no. So if we have more willpower to be like, nope, I'm firm and stern on what I said, I'm not going to do this, or you know what, yes, I am going to do this. And those decisions also help us make better decisions when we're processing things, or got to make a decision on whatever it is we're dealing with. It helps us because we know that, we're not going to think with our negative mind or whatever. Y'all know the saying of don't go to bed mad with your husband or something. That means every day they are making the decision to talk about whatever is going on. So that way it benefits them in many ways, because they're building a great communication level, a stronger foundation, and their communication skills are just growing and growing and growing. And I'm sure that they're being positive around everybody else. So it's from the smallest to the very biggest things. Decision making has just got to be something that we take more serious now. seriously nowadays, especially with what was going on in the world, with our relationships, with our goals, with trying to better ourselves and things like that. Because like I said, it's just really mind blowing how the wrong decision. I have a cousin I remember seeing him, but I have not seen him. I think the last time I seen him, I was not 10. I know I was younger than 10, but I was old enough to remember him. Well, he had got himself involved into something, and he was the getaway driver, and he did not, snitch on whoever else did the crime, but he is still in prison today, you guys. And I'm almost 30, so this man been in prison for like 20, 25 years. And all because the decision he made is like, you know what, I'm not going to, I guess maybe he assumed I'm not physically doing a crime in there, but I'm going to be the getaway driver and I'm going to be okay. All because that split decision cost him his life, his freedom, his family, things like that. Or the decision I use Fantasia because I love Fantasia. The decision she made to go on American Idol. It made her even better than what she is, and it set her up for her family, her foundation. Or the decision that anybody you look up to, they made that decision like, you know what, I'm going to do this. And it was a good decision for them, and it helped make them. So it's just things like that. We have really got to look into it. And from here on out, y'all, my decisions have really got to be thought out thoroughly. Okay, pros and cons. This is what can go wrong. This is what can go right. Or if I do this, what can happen? I need to evaluate everything from here on out because I have not made good decisions at all, really, in my life. Starting from thinking I could be a teen mother at 17, just different things that I experienced in my life that could have been avoided had I made better decisions. And so I hope I'm making sense to you guys. It's just really critical how we need to make better decisions on everything. On our finances, our love life, parenting, school, what it is we want to do, being motivated, stepping out of our comfort zone. Everything's involved decisions. And this is why this topic today is very, very important. And I hope that y'all learn something from this because it's beneficial to not you, but everyone. And let alone possibility it could be beneficial to the world. The fact that I made a decision that I'm gonna do YouTube, but I'm gonna be positive and I'm gonna put that information out there that can help my people. That is a good decision I made. Instead of trying to be okay, I'm gonna do something that can distract my people and keep them bounded and not woken and just sleep and just naive to what's going on. I made that conscious decision, that positive decision, like, you know what? I'm going to give you guys the best that I can give you. It's going to be raw, natural, authentic, and it's going to come from the heart. And I hope that y'all, when y'all watch my channel, y'all can relate and y'all understand, like, you know what? Destiny's telling the truth. This is what it is, and that's what it's about. But making those good decisions. You also want to make sure that it's benefiting yourself and those around you, which I talked about, because we all know that indirectly we can influence someone beneficial in a beneficial way or in a negative way. And you know what's so funny? Sometimes decisions can turn out to be negative at the moment, but then turn out to be great. Because I had made a decision one time. You guys, I don't know if y'all listen, but I told you guys I've been writing in a prayer list since I was 19. Since I was 19 years old. And in my prayer list, I will always put I want to go back to school. And I want to be on honor roll. Oh man, Creator, you're so amazing. And I have accomplished both of those things. And I said, I want to go back to school. I want to be on honor roll. And that was just on my list for a while. Let me see something. Maybe about 3 years before I actually did it. But it only happened because I had got fired from my job that I was working. And at the moment, the decision I made wasn't right. I clocked somebody in to work. He was already working. He was a hard worker. I clocked him already in so he can continue working. It's not like I clocked him out. Ended up getting fired. But had I not made that, I wouldn't say it was a bad decision. It was just poor. I should have thought out everything. But had I not made that, I wouldn't have been able to make that good decision. Like, you know what? I want to go back to school. So everything, even sometimes when we make those bad decisions, we're going to still be learning in the midst of it, if that's what we want to do. And we're just going to be doing everything that we can to better learn from that, to make better decisions. Now I'm more conscious on some of the things that I do. Even from how we respond to people. We got to make the decision, like, you know what? I'm either going to handle it in a positive or a negative way. And I'll give you a great example. Just recently, Okay, let me just say this. I am a nice person. I don't bother nobody. I don't say nothing about nobody. And if I do, and I react, whether it's negative or good, it's because I'm reacting to whatever the person have done to me. And so recently, I had kind of stooped to somebody's level when I shouldn't have. But I have pet peeves, and I don't like certain things. And that person had pissed me off to the core. But instead of making a good decision, like, you know what, Deystany, just figure out how it can be done positively, I kind of went off on a person and was like, you know, whatever. But that wasn't a good decision. And the outcome could have been worse. And thankfully it wasn't. But it's just an example of how it is really important. Because if it was worse, it could have affected me, the people I was around, and my children, because I wouldn't be here, because anything could have happened. You know, and so we just really have to really think of that every time. And inform your children. If you have children, or if you have children, if you have nieces and nephews, about good decision making. You have absolutely got to learn to do better. And if you're not understanding where I'm going with this, making good decisions is not going to only help you, but help those around you and help the world. Even if you coming out with a juice line, natural juice line that's going to, you know, toxic, help you get rid of everything, or just stay healthy, that's benefiting everyone. But then you can also be that person that's decide to make a poor decision and mess up people's life. Whether you're a doughboy, which is, I think that's what they call them nowadays, a drug dealer or whatever. That's a negative. It benefits you temporarily, but that's a negative decision that you don't want to be having on your hands. That just is not beneficial for really nobody. Maybe at the moment they feeling like that's beneficial, but it hurts everyone around you. So just decisions. It just really, when I sit back, and I'm just so thankful that I'm sitting here in front of you guys, August 28th, 2020, to say that, you know what, now I can move on with my life, and I can try to just do better and just, you know, do what I know what my purpose is in life without having this baggage on me. As far the DCF case, you know, just off of a bad decision. I have on here, it can become a heartache for many people. Such as, let's say if someone made a decision to get married and it didn't work, but the whole marriage was just very domestic and just toxic, and you have children or whoever watching that, saying that. One, that was not a good decision for that person to participate in. And two, is going to end up affecting whoever is around negatively. There are some people who can grow up around that and do the total opposite of what they've been experienced. But then there's people that become subject to what they experience. Whether they're alcoholics, or whether they end up molesting people because they was molested, or they end up being abusive because they were. And those are not good decisions that we make as human beings. Knowing that we have people that look up to us. And I'm mainly talking about our children. If you have them, nephews or whatever, it's not good decisions for us. And that is one of the main reasons why, if not for us, do it for those that love you and that are counting on you, for us to make better decisions. Like me, if you know, y'all, one day I'm gonna really get this stuff together. I'm working on it, but I'm trying. This is like my millionth time trying to lose weight. But the thing is, I'm making poor decisions. I'm making decisions like, you know what? I done lost like 3 pounds. Let me go on and eat these box of Krispy Kreme donuts. And let me go on and, you know, eat this unhealthy meal when I could have just replaced it with some fruit. Decisions, like I said, can make or break you. That decision to put down that last piece of food that you know you're not supposed to have could have saved you from that heart attack or whatever, that stroke. And I'm talking to myself. Or that decision to pick up that apple and start eating it was probably the start of the beginning of your life. It was, and let me stop with this. I was going to give another example. I'm done with the examples, you guys. But I hope y'all get my point. Please start making better decisions. It's not only you. When you're making decisions, think about everyone. Think about who can it benefit, who can it affect. If I do this, what are the likely outcomes of it? If I don't do it, what's going to happen? And, you know, just rethink everything before you make a decision. Do your research, too, when making decisions. And that can be on any topic. research everything. Learn as much as you can about it, or about that person, that thing, that object. That way you're very aware of what can go wrong, what the possibility is, or what you have in store for you. My last thing in closing, I have on here, when making a decision, it shows positive, good characteristics in yourself, which can open the door for you to have opportunities, business opportunities, to travel or to invest, to meet new people, to be a light around people, all because you made a good decision. The decision that I'm making to go to law school is a great decision. You know why? Because it's not only going to benefit me spiritually and the fact that I know that I'm doing something good, but it's going to benefit my children, and it's going to benefit my clients that I will have, because I'm going to work my butt off to make sure that they get now, or they're getting the justice that they need, or they're being treated fairly. So characteristics, even just like that, when someone knows that you just going to make a good decision, sometimes they can count on you. Like, you know what, Deystany, I know I'm the CEO of this, and I should decide, but let me know what you think. I tell that person what I'm thinking. You never know, that person may just donate to my law firm when I get one. Or they may refer me to someone that can assist me in whatever it is I'm trying to do. My bottom point is, please, let's make better decisions. We know we upset, and we know we hot-tempered. Let's take a break when we're really upset. Let's go and take a walk. And I need to talk to myself right now too, because I need to shut up at the mouth a lot of the time. So, or we know that we can't help this thing or this person. Let's just say we can't do it. And making good decisions, you want to be honest to yourself first. Like, can I really do it? Am I capable of doing it? Can I be consistent when I do it? Am I going to be able to deliver the amount of work that I need to, that I'm saying that I can do? Let's just be honest. Y'all, please understand that this is all coming from the heart. If something relates to you and is negative, I'm not talking to you personally. This is just the stuff that come in my head, you guys. Sometimes I jot down my notes, or I have my paper, and sometimes I just write a word and I just go off that word. Or whatever the creators allow me to think at the moment, I will say it. So, I don't mean to be any type of way or be too judgmental. I'm not judging. I hope I don't come across like that. I just want us all to do better, Black people. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.